Okay, so, and I'm also going to set a timer for 1 hour because that is how long I'm supposed to record for. Okay, so this is where we stopped last week. This is on page 85 of the book, I believe, or 86. Can somebody remind me?
Yeah, well, the lecture is in the 87.
87, perfect. I'm going to write that up here, page 87. That's where we are starting tonight. And we finished last week looking at 2 definitions of hacker. And I asked you guys which one more closely fits your definition. And I was expecting you to say option number 2, person who uses computers to gain unauthorized access to data. But you guys both chose number 1, no? Enthusiastic and skillful. Which is interesting because you, Stephanie, you told me you have known like a kind of a hacker in this same way before, right? Like a friend or something?
Hacker the Wi-Fi.
Interesting. Yeah, I've never known anyone like this. But let's do some reading. Here is our article. And for now, I just want you to read and determine the writer of this article. Does he or she think definition 1 or 2? What is their opinion of a hacker? Is it more positive or is it more negative? So let's take about 5-6 minutes to read independently. Then we will check our answers. Okay, finished reading or 1 minute?
1 minute.
1 minute, okay, take 1 more minute.
How do you pronounce Pentagon? That's correct?
Pentagon.
Pentagon.
Pentagon, that's right. Okay, time is up, guys. And you probably have some questions about vocabulary, but before we check any of that, can you tell me the opinion of the author? Does it better fit definition 1 or 2?
Definition 1.
Definitely definition 1. That's right. Enthusiastic and skillful computer programmer, right? This speaker or this writer talks very positively about these hackers. And that's actually something we're going to focus on later in class, is just how exactly does this author give their opinion. But let's talk about maybe some vocabulary here. Any words or phrases that you don't know you'd like to define?
No, right?
No?
No.
Okay.
What is dutifully?
Yeah, I was hoping someone would ask. In line, I was just looking 21. Their findings are dutifully passed on. Let's start with just the adjective. Dutiful. What do you think that means? If you are...
It comes from duties.
Okay, it does. And duties are what?
Things that people do.
That's right. Tasks, jobs, things like that. But if you are dutiful, it means you feel a sense of things you need to do. Like, for example, let's say a lot of people feel like a sense of duty or dutiful towards their parents or their grandparents. They want to help them, you know? When they get older, you assist them, you help them, you feel dutiful towards them, you feel like you need to do this thing. So in this case, the adverb dutifully, it means these hackers feel like it's their duty to pass this information on.
Okay.
Good question. Anything else?
No.
Okay. We can always come back if you find or think of something else. And for now, let's go more in depth. I want you to read again, if necessary, to answer a few questions. So I've got 8 questions here for you directly related to the hackers at DEF CON, and I'd like you to take another 5, maybe 6 minutes to answer these questions. Short notes is fine. You do not need to write full sentences, okay? guys. That was 5 minutes. Are you ready or one more minute?
1 more minute. Nice.
Okay, take another minute, no rush. Okay guys, when you're not, time's up, I'm gonna go ahead and show you the answer. Take a look. And obviously you don't have to have exactly this, but see if you have something similar, more or less the same. And tell me if you have any questions about the answers or vocabulary again, anything. No? Okay. Very good. Then, now I want you guys to discuss, kind of give a summary here. Has your opinion of hackers changed after reading this article? How? So now that we've read about DEF CON, what do you think? Is your opinion the same as before? Has it changed? You guys discuss. Take about 2 minutes, very quickly.
Okay, for me, the opinion that changed was that the hackers can enter very easy in your accounts or passwords. maybe I imagine that was a little difficult to enter, well, really not. For them are very easier, more than I imagine. And I didn't know that was a competition for hackers. Maybe 5 years ago, I imagine that hackers are criminal. Yes, criminals. But nowadays, I think that everybody could be a hacker with a little intelligence or something
Knowledge.
like that. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think that well, my opinion hasn't changed. Hasn't changed a lot. I mean, all these good hackers exist because there are bad. So there's a lot of people who want to make almost all the things that there are projected here, especially the the first one, no? That they found security gaps in the kind in any kind of systems. But they do it. Well, these people who attempt to do that, they do because they have this sense uh, of justice, or maybe they have the chance of challenging of the challenge that represents to find this kind of weak points in the systems. But I mean, I I bet Annie that you want to that at least 20% of the attendants uh, are hackers from the other side. Are bad guys. Or maybe even the ones that nowadays they are from the from the from the good side of the hackers. Once they belong to the bad side, to the bad ones. So that's me, my opinion.
Okay, so you guys kind of, let's say, more or less have the same opinion.
Yeah.
Before versus after reading. Okay, interesting. I wanted to ask another question. I'm gonna move it up. Have you ever been hacked? Have you guys ever had any kind of situation like this?
I think yes, I'm not sure because my housemate that is very old. One day I can't enter. Nowadays I think that my housemate was hacked. I tried a lot of times to save it,
To recover,
but
no
but I
luck.
couldn't. And I think that I was hacked.
Oof, okay.
Yeah.
Did you lose anything or just like access?
Yes, I lost my photos, my old photos, and I felt this is the most appreciated thing.
Yeah, that would suck.
That's all I think the unique time that I was hacked.
Okay. Gabriel, ever been hacked?
Not definitely, but I once I think that I thought that I had been hacked.
Okay.
So I find an email in my in an email, a message in an email that was sent from my own email. Because it wasn't me. I mean, someone else find a way on the way to send me an email from my own without without knowing my credentials, my password in the contact.
What was in the email?
Well, they were asking for money.
Huh? From who? Who did they send it to?
Well, they only give me an account to transfer electronic money. You know, what's called electronic money.
Like bitcoins or
Yeah, Bitcoin,
Yeah,
Bitcoin,
they
yeah.
asked me for Bitcoin.
Interesting.
I mean, yeah, no, this the Bitcoin is almost like
Yeah, are people still using Bitcoin? Is it still like alive? I don't even know.
I
Yeah,
only
but-
have cents.
Right? I've never had Bitcoin. I have. Yeah, let's see.
They value of the Bitcoin,
Right.
but they asked me for 20,000 Bitcoins.
20,000. Oh, no, wait, it doesn't exist. I know that. What do
Yeah,
I
yeah,
search?
what is it? I mean, you only
It's-
have to put the Bitcoin value.
Bitcoin value.
Oh.
Is that? I have no idea what this even means.
Now, well, put it in
They wanted-
dollars.
20,000? Oh my, okay, well that's a lot of money. Huh. But see, even in dollars, this means nothing to me. I don't understand this currency. To me, it's still fake. I know it's not, but I feel like it is. Wow, so they asked for a lot of money. A lot of money. Interesting. All right.
So, well, I have to do some kind of investigations, know what can I do. And, well, they told me that I didn't have to worry about it because they were not to do a specific with a specific software program to send that kind of messages.
Okay.
So they really didn't have my password.
Nothing solid, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now let's move forward into a little bit of vocabulary. I want to focus on something particular today, a little something called a collocation. Have you heard of these before? You probably have, right?
Yeah.
You probably have, definitely. Basically, they are words that often go together, right? It's not a rule, it's nothing solid, sometimes they change, but often, that's the key word. They often go together, they function together. For example, pay attention, fast food. These are two very common examples.
Breakfast.
Breakfast. Actually, technically, breakfast is all one word, so not a collocation, just a word. But we have many actually in that article today. And I want you to go back to the article and find collocations that mean, and I've got definitions A through F. And to make this easier for you, I've given you the paragraph number of where to find it. Let's try the first one together. Let's see if we can find a collocation that means a very false description in paragraph 2. So let's,
But what's
yeah.
the meaning collocation? Or how we compose that collocation?
collocation are just words that go together. So again, fast food, grocery store.
But the meaning is one? Or
Yeah, these words that go together, they signify one meaning. They're not looked at separately.
But, for example,
Mhm.
pay attention, if you translate, it's the word.
It's two words. Collocations are not one word. They can be two words, they can even be three words, but used together, they function as like one thing. Like pay attention. That's a command that only means one thing. I'm not telling you to pay money and attention. No, when I use these words together, pay attention, it has a different meaning, and that is a collocation.
Okay.
So paragraph 2, we're looking for something that means a very false description. Let's have a look. So we're looking at this paragraph. Let's take a look.
Gross misrepresentation.
Bingo! Very good. Yeah, at the end of this paragraph, a gross misrepresentation. That's a very common collocation. We use these words together to describe that something is false, but by a lot. Not just a little, but a gross misrepresentation. Very strong. So, that is correct. A gross misrepresentation. I want you guys, let's try independently, take another 4 or 5 minutes to go back and see if you can identify these collocations. Ready, guys, or one more minute? 1 minute? Okay. Okay. Take a look at the answers. See how you did. Filing cabinet. Filing cabinet. This furniture doesn't really exist so much anymore now that like files are digital, but technically that big vertical thing is a filing cabinet. Do you guys have filing cabinets like at your office or home, for example?
Yeah.
You do? Ah, you have a physical one.
Okay.
Is it? Yeah, they stretch out really far. So, questions?
Bad manners.
Yes.
A lack of
Politeness. A lack of politeness.
For example, normally, well, it's a word very similar to breakup. I mean, you
Yeah, and that's the thing. I'm glad you mentioned that. Do you guys know this little symbol here? What is he called in English? This guy.
I don't know.
Hyphen.
Like,
That's a hyphen, yeah. And unfortunately, with collocations, there is no set rule or reason why sometimes we use a hyphen, sometimes no, sometimes this. There really is no rule to it. It's just a simple matter of memorization, I would say, for these.
yeah.
But back to bad manners, lack of politeness. Like someone who, let's say, at the dinner table, chews with their mouth open, loud, messy. They make a mess. They put elbows on the table. They don't do the right thing. We could say that's bad manners. Any other questions?
Look the holes.
Plug the holes. Yeah, fix the gaps in something that could leak. So we can think about this one literally. Let's say like, okay, here's like, whoa, here's a hole.
Yeah, like this.
Here's a hole.
Salt thing.
Here's a hole. And then like, let's imagine this is the street. Now we have all these holes and we need to fill them. Plug the holes in some way so that it doesn't leak or that there's no damage. Plug the holes. So this is a literal example, but we use this often metaphorically, to fix something.
Mhm.
Plug the holes. So, question? I'm glad you asked about bad manners because I wanted to follow up on that one. Who are some people or characters you know with bad manners? So think of people in your lives or perhaps from TV. I'll give you a classic example. Who's this guy? Shrek. Does he have good manners?
No.
No, right? He's constantly burping, he's messy, he's dirty, he says inappropriate things at inappropriate times. He's a perfect example of bad manners. What about you guys? Can you think of any people or characters?
Maybe in the movie, in Mexico, the movie is ¿Dónde están las rubias?
White girl? Would that be white chicks? I don't even know.
Where are the white?
That would be I think it is, it's white chicks, that's what I thought.
Yes,
Ah!
the girl was in the restaurant.
Beautiful example.
Yeah.
Yeah, she gets the fries and the steak and does all that. No, that's a super example, yeah. Gabriel, any characters or people? You could say people from your real life if you know you.
Well, from the series Two and a Half Men.
Okay.
Charlie.
Sheen, yeah, he's a little, bad manners. That's a good example as well. Okay. Yeah, very good. Those are great examples, bad manners. Okay, so moving forward now, let's look at a particular strategy when it comes to reading, identifying personal opinions. This is often something you are going to be asked to do on reading exams. You need to know what is the opinion of the writer. So depending on the type of text you read, you might see personal opinions stated. Sometimes they are obvious, sometimes they are not. A writer can state their opinion in a not so obvious way by using specific adjectives and adverbs. So, if an author doesn't tell you directly how they feel, you can usually get an idea just based on the type of language that is used. So, I want you to go back to the text one final time. You're going to underline the adjectives and adverbs in the text that the writer uses to express his or her personal opinion about hackers and what they do for us. For example, every year, passionate hackers meet. Imagine if I get rid of passionate. Every year, hackers meet. That's a very neutral sentence. But the author is trying to tell us something, trying to give us their opinion by using passionate. That's a strong, happy, positive word, no? So I want you to do the same thing. Go back and reread and underline any adverbs, any adjectives that you think show us an opinion. Ready, guys, or 1 minute? Okay, take 1 minute. Okay, time's up. I'm going to show you the answers. There are a lot of words here. It is okay if you did not get all of them, but take a look. This is what I have. And tell me if you have any questions. Or if you have something different, perhaps.
Yeah, well, I think
Yeah.
that in this case there is an obvious opinion
Yes.
in the line 55 specifically.
Let's see.
Because the writer is telling us to not think that, it says, if you are someone who dismisses the telephone attendees as a group of computer geeks, then you are probably also asked to be C++. I think that the writer here is telling us that if we think that the hackers are the bad guys, we are wrong to think that.
I agree. No, I think you're right. This section right here, 55 through like 57, this whole sentence gives us the opinion, right? It's not a word, it's not an adverb or an adjective, but yes, it does the same thing. It tells us an opinion very clearly. This is quite clear, I think.
And well, I take other words like it's reprising, it's
Good.
mesmerizing,
Refreshing. We have mesmerizing here. Yeah, both of those refreshing.
enthusiast, and well, I am happy now to be.
I'm
happy. I'm happy if
In an opinion.
That one too.
And
Yeah, I
that
agree.
They are happiness. In the last paragraph, line 69.
69.
There's a lot of people who are fanatical about
Yeah, fanatical about freedom. That whole thing.
70, I mean, freedom and safety, and have the means to help us.
Yeah, I think that could work as well. Very good. Any questions? Or anything else?
No.
Okay, very good. Then let's skip this, and I want to move into some vocabulary. One final thing related to this text. Focusing on the word break. This is a word that we use in a lot of different ways. And this is an example from the text. Have you ever locked yourself out of your home and had to break in? In this context, what does the phrasal verb break in mean?
It could be like get in, but
In the bad way.
Not
In a bad way.
Yeah.
Yeah, is it legal? Is it like with my
Yeah.
key? No, right? You know it's a negative
at
thing.
least in a way that there's not the usual way.
Yeah. Here's my definition, very simple. To enter a house or property by force. No, it's
Okay.
not authorized with a key, nice and easy. It's breaking, smashing, getting in somehow with force. For another example, the robbers broke in and stole my diamond necklace. Something like that. It's negative. They use force. So we have a lot more words that we use with break. These are not from the text. But now, say that again.
Breaking news.
Break the news. You've probably seen that one before. I want you guys.
Like when you like an adjective when you are talking about breaking news.
Breaking news. Yeah, same thing. To break the news. These are related, but I want you guys look at these expressions together and discuss what they mean. So for now, no Googling, no searching, but just kind of verbally see if you can work together using the context here, come up with a simple definition. Let's take about 6-7 minutes, then we will see some definitions.
Okay. For me, the number one is give about notice, about news, about yes, about the price.
Yeah, about important things that they have. Well, in this case, the manager have to say. There's a great announcement about something that is happening in the company, and well, all people is really don't know that this kind of news is coming, so it's like a surprise, a kind of surprise news.
Yeah.
That's to me the meaning of the break the news.
Number two, during the first lesson, the teacher does to play a couple of things to break the ice. To maybe it's to meet each other, or yeah, I think in the sentences refers to meet each other, or to begin with a conversation.
Yeah, definitely. When maybe someone feels a little uncomfortable, like to start a conversation, and well, someone has to break the ice, no? To well, to literally break the silence in the conversation. Then verse 2, once you get into playing computer games every night, it's very difficult to break the habit.
Yeah. When I think when you have a routine or a bad habit, it's very difficult to break it.
To leave it, to leave it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not and the fourth one, you really should bring a new pair of shoes. It won't break the bike. Okay, well, it's definitely that you are not going to, uh, well, the new shows are not going to leave you without money. So that's the meaning for this crossover. Well, for this collision.
Yes, I mean the break the bond. I'm not sure, but I think is that if you buy something, for example, the shoes, um, you you don't lose your money or
They're not going to be poor.
mhm. It's like um, a little candid of money.
So by one, it's a very big deal for us. I think if we are broken like it now,
I think you have to grow up. Um, maybe you are not comfortable in your job, or you are comfortable, but you need to grow up and grow the back. Yeah, to see forever. Go ahead, maybe.
uh, I don't know. Really, I don't know about the body one. I don't know what what it means. Broke the back off. No. And the last one, we didn't make a profit, but I think at least we broke even. Uh, maybe that you at least have a kind of improvement, or maybe that you make some or even you are not losing money, that could be the meaning of this. I don't know.
I think at the end, you make money. You have to. You have to have the profit that you want.
No, well, the sentence it says that we didn't make a profit, but I think at least we broke.
At the end, if you.
You are recovered your investment. Okay.
That's pretty good, guys. Yeah. Here are some definitions. So it sounds like the only one you didn't know was 5. No, break the back of. Yeah.
Only do your work and that's
Or do the majority of, or do the hard part first, right? If you break the back, it doesn't mean you're finished. There's more, but the hard part is over. So let's say I have a project at work that's going to take approximately 1 year. And I spend the first 8 months working. It's hard, I'm stressed, but I finish. I've broken the back. I'm done with the hard part. Now it's all easy from here.
Yeah, when you are, for example, writing your thesis, no?
After you get
And only
70%,
yeah.
I don't know, something like that.
Maybe only you have to do the conclusions and everything.
Beautiful, yeah, your citations and all of that. That's a great example. I like to think of it as like a roller coaster, you know, like the hard part is here, and then you're done. You've broken the back.
Okay.
It gets easier. Questions about these? Any others new or confusing to you? Okay. Then let's use one in a sentence. What's a recent purchase that broke the bank?
Broke back.
Something you bought that was very expensive. For example, my photo here, I just bought recently for my partner's birthday coming up, a pot. A very nice, he likes to cook, so I bought him a very nice, very expensive kitchen quality pot. That broke the bank. It's very expensive. What about you guys? Something recently that broke the bank?
Maybe when I broke my speaker, I think it's a little expensive and
You don't have to tell me.
but maybe it's 1 month or 2 months later. 15,000.
Oh, that is expensive. Okay.
Yeah, I
Is it,
think that's broke the bank.
is it quality?
Yes, I think it's
Okay.
yeah.
What
Okay.
brand?
I last month I bought a brand. It's from the United States, but I don't remember. It's from Chicago.
Chicago. Okay.
And another.
What about Gabriel? Your case, anything you bought that broke the bank recently?
Well, I bought a couple of plates for